Yo, this is T Duff from WTNUphilly.com, the community unity station where independent artists get their music played. You heard me?
Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Blunts in the Basement, first placement. 5L rotation, passing, adjacent. So high, make you wonder where the bass went. A good light, then good night, your face went. To the pillow with table, ready, willing, and able. Supreme team, no need for replacement. Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Gang war and six pack, don't get your shit smacked. Don't bring no ride with your lie. We done did that. It's time to kick back, smoke on that loud pack, roll a L up and spark the hell up. Did you get that? Welcome to Blunts in the Basement. 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 Welcome to Blunts in the Basement.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a new year.
Yeah, 2023. Glad to see it. You know what I'm saying?
We officially been around since 2021. So I think, you know what I mean? This is like, you know what I'm saying? This is heavy. 2023. It's a lot of episodes up in there. How about that?
It's time to elevate, man.
How about that? I hope everybody is out there having a good one.
Right.
Hope whatever resolution, whatever changes you making in your life is actually you prospering
Right.
at it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to make a New Year's resolution, a life change, you know what I mean? We got to stick to that because everybody can look to do better next year than you did this year. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just try to make better choices, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thorough. Keep it thorough. Prodigy said it best. R.I.P. Keep it thorough.
Special RIP, man, to your folks and my folks, anybody you lost and you love, man. You know, I went to a memorial tournament today for young boys down 56 and Christian today, man, for my man OG Eugene Lett, man. Rest in peace,
his
man.
memorial?
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's why it was such a
Louisiana,
good game.
they poured something from. It was a really entertaining games. Both games, the Young Bucks really put it down today. And shout out to all those Young Bucks that was getting it on the ball today.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to my man Iz, you know, B.E., Big World, your family and my family, man.
Right.
You know?
The gang.
It's a lot going on out in the world, man. What's going on, man? What's up with you, big guy?
Hey, man. Well, you know, I know you told me don't say nothing, but I'm tooting my horn to the world because I'm serious this time. To anybody who's a cigarette smoker, right? I'm going to tell you right now, this is from experience. Leave them motherfuckers alone now. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I had a 20-year-old run and I've been trying to quit for the past 5. Easy. So, I done made an oath to myself to go into 2023 going forward. I ain't smoking another cigarette in my life. And I'm going to stick to that. And anybody else that's out there, you need to make change in your life. I just want to give you the strength, you know what I'm saying, and the inner inspiration to go ahead and, you know what I mean, make those changes in your life. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for you.
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and your health is your wealth.
Health is wealth.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be in my 50s like I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like on some real shit as far as health and everything. So, you know, maybe this can be a means in which you can see my transformation. Right now, I'm every bit of like 223, 225. You know what I'm saying?
You're looking like 280.
I could look that way.
That shit crazy.
I'm husky. It's a lot of muscle under here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot of muscle under here. But long story short, look, I'm trying to tell you, y'all gonna see the transformation.
Like the Star Wars Ewok.
You
You're gonna see me hit 2 and be Diesel. I'm already Diesel. You're gonna actually see the muscles that I got. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna create some new ones after that. Watch. All this shit gonna be on visual and on camera.
Word.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a pillar of strength going forward.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So anybody come join us, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna get the bikes popping. You know what I mean? Bikes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be walking trails and shit. Anything that ain't concrete, I'm down to walk it. Get some miles in that concrete. Be fucking these knees up. But other than that, let's get it, man. Health is wealth. All right.
Yeah.
So that being said, speaking of how precious your health is and all that, I just
Yeah.
want to get into the Hamlin situation. You know what I mean? This guy with the quarterback, you know, for the Buffalo Bills. Like, you know, prayers to him.
Yeah, praise
You know what I'm
God,
saying?
man.
I hear he's starting to, you know, feel better and get well, you know, but that's a crazy, I've never seen nothing like that on a football field before. So I'm just curious, like, what did you think when you first saw that? You know what I'm saying?
Like when I first looked at it, I was like, damn, you know, it wasn't even like a real direct hit. But I see how
Damn.
but I see how the offensive player, you know, dipped his shoulder.
Yeah, he definitely dug
You know
it.
what I mean? And you know, he dug it
The helmet.
and with his chest, so he had nothing. He couldn't do nothing but embrace it, and they both fell. So it didn't really look like a regular tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once he got up and he did the little stutter step and he fell, I said, wow. You know, it took me back to like Hank Gathers.
Mhm.
You know,
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm just glad that you know that the organization had doctors,
EMTs and
yeah,
all that,
right
yeah,
there
yeah.
available to get right at him and help him right there. You know, and that's what Hank didn't have. You
How
know,
about that? That's the evolution of, you know what I mean, in time, you know what I mean, now, you know, I guess that is the blessing. Now, it would even be a bigger situation if he can still come back and play. Like, if he was healthy enough to come back and play, still earn that living that he was earning for his family and all that, I think that would be, you know, to me, the grand level of dopeness.
at best, they'll probably give him a job in the organization, but he will never
You don't
play.
think he ever going to be in
Nah.
play shape?
Ain't nobody gonna want to insure it.
I don't think he's gonna play again either.
But that was a freak type situation. That could have happened to any one of us if it happened. Did you get the? Do you know exactly what happened to him? Because if not, I'll break it down.
I'm thinking that he probably had a previous heart condition
No,
or something.
none of that. That shit could have happened to any one of us. It's a special condition that happens when your heart beats us. You know what I mean? Like the way your heart beats, right? Certain amount of times per second, right? So what happened is he caught blunt trauma, unabated to his sternum, right where his heart is, at the exact instance where his heart went into like a rhythmic joint, like, you know what I mean? It was like, it's like a freak accident, but it can happen if the scenario was proper. He didn't have any pre-existing condition. It didn't have nothing to do with no COVID shots, none of that bullshit conspiracy stuff they tried to do. It
So
was
his
just
heart fluttered, and then he got hit at the
exactly.
same time.
It just happened at the precise moment where he got hit. At that moment when his heart was vulnerable.
It basically was the right hit at the right time,
Yeah,
in
the
the
right-
right place.
And exactly, a freak
That's-
accident.
I heard that too. I heard that before too.
Man, I mean, listen.
That's the one that makes sense to me.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, you know, after I'm not even going there deep. You know what I mean? But after reading and learning about the Most High and about things He does and things He control on this earth, don't nothing surprise me because I know He in control of everything.
How about that? Your time is your time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when you see a bird fall out the tree and die, He did it. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
It's crazy, but I saw somebody else that chimed in and had me thinking how you're thinking and looking at this post like it was a little disrespectful. Like I wanted to feel good for the person because they just overcame something. But he was, hold up, I want to be precise with this. Because he had just overcame something, and what he was saying was that You know, I thought it was going to be my time, but he said, but I'm going to do this until I'm ready to go out, or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, you're not really in control of that shit. God is. I'm trying to remember. I got to just think a minute to remember who this is, because something tragic just happened to them. It's not Jeremy Rick. Oh, fuck. I just looked at it. But anyway, at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people lose focus on the fact that this is in God's hands, whether you believe in God or not. When it's your time, it's your time. And we ain't got no control. All the best we can do is try to swerve out the way or duck. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if it's your time, that shit ain't gonna matter.
I got a scripture for you real quick.
Yes,
you know.
sir.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, and I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal, and neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So that's the Most High speaking.
Right?
He let you know I do all these things. So if someone get killed, I did that. He create the evil, the good, all that. It's like it's like a movie, and he's a director,
The producer, the
director,
writer,
all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know. But he in control of everything. So I hope the young man heals, man. I hope he heals. I hope the Most High heal him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like we both agree. I don't think he'll be able to play football again. I don't think that the Buffalo Bills will say, "Come on, get back on this field again."
But I've seen if he doesn't have any handicap injuries after he comes all the way back, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't anything pre-existing. It was a freak accident. If the accident didn't kill him and he can come back and be 100%, what's the chances of that shit happening again? It's just as freaky as it was happening the first time.
I would look. They probably gonna be checking out his heart all crazy because of it fluttering. You got heart palpitations.
It's not even really a flutter. It's just when your heart it goes in and out. It compresses and then it expands.
Yeah.
Right? He got hit on like either the mat right at the end of an expansion or a compression. I'm not sure which one it was, but he got hit at the precise time where when he got hit, it stopped him from making that next beat.
Right.
So it was kind of like having a defibrillator joint on your shit, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't need it. So it's kind of like the reverse effect of it. Instead of that shit starting his heart, it stopped it.
Now, I've also heard that the sport that it most happens to, do you know what sport that exact?
Baseball. Because they're getting hit with
Little
the baseball
League.
in the spot.
Little League baseball.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna say like boxing, kickboxing,
Little
something.
League
It has to be the right amount of
Unexpected.
pressure.
It basically unexpected too. It's like in boxing, you already
You ain't giving away.
yeah,
And you got gloves on.
Yeah, drilling is already up there to take a punch or something like that. Whereas in baseball, you're not being expected to get beamed by a ball right in your chest, right in your heart. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a 9-year-old kid out there, or 9 to 12-year-old kid out there in the middle of a little league game. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, I got something where you can.
That's exactly
if you want to get the knowledge that I got.
What?
To this condition.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Arlene sent it to me.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
I'm gonna just send it to you.
No doubt. Let's ask y'all a question. Since 2003, all right, I'm looking at running backs and stuff, right? I don't think there's no running back better than Adrian Peterson, man.
You talking about period?
I'm talking about from 2003 to today. There is no running back
No, I disagree.
better than Adrian Peterson. That boy, I'm talking about speed. He'll truck you. He had moves.
He definitely was a problem. But
No, AP was
AP
I just won't say he was the best.
truth,
He was one of the best. He wasn't the best.
Who?
Because Shady McCoy was one of the best too. Shady McCoy
I'm taking
was
AP over Shady
Shady McCoy was
man.
a problem. Shady McCoy was the closest thing we seen to Barry Sanders. Shady McCoy was a problem.
Legit. Marshawn, you talk about getting trucked. You want to get trucked by Marshawn?
Right? Be smooth. He just wasn't as
get trucked by
fast.
Marshawn?
He didn't have AP speed.
And you're saying since 2003, you got to think about the bus. Bettis was within that time frame.
No, but it's gone.
He played a little bit then. I think he might have retired like 07, something like that.
That's what I'm
08.
saying. He said 03.
But
I was looking at this boy's stats. I've been
Bus was
looking at
still
his stats.
Ray Rice.
Yo, the boy had 2,000 yards a season, man.
I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from
He
him.
over $2 grand a season, man.
AP was the truth.
Yeah,
AP
yeah.
was the truth.
I just can't give it to him.
Was Shady 2000 and
No.
2000?
He was close.
No,
Shady-
closest.
Shady was-
Listen. I don't care about close.
But Shady
Don't.
did more shit though.
He can't. Listen.
AP was just a runner. Shady was catching it. No, Shady.
Listen.
AP, you trying to tell me AP can't catch out of the backfield?
All I'm saying is if you do the all-purpose yards, they close.
Yo, ain't no close nothing.
If you do the
Ain't
all-purpose
no close
yards,
nothing.
they close to each other.
The Eagles ain't running the ball that much.
AP.
All right, they was always passing it.
No, we had Shady.
Come
Shady.
on,
AP
man.
is a
Cut that
better
out,
running
man.
back than Shady.
Cut that out, man.
You say AP's a better.
Yeah.
I'll
AP
take
is a
Shady
better
over,
running
man.
back.
Yes.
than Shady.
Yes.
In their prime, I'm taking AP.
Try another one.
I'm taking Shady.
Give me another one.
In their
your-
prime. In their
I'm
prime.
Eagles fan.
I'm talking about
man.
both of them. Sound, please. Come on. Let's keep it real.
Say, yeah, Eagles
Both
fan.
of them in their prime.
Yeah,
In their prime.
I
Yeah.
prefer Shady.
Really?
Shady was more. He was more jukey. AP was straight at you.
No.
So
AP juke too.
I'm gonna tell you who I would take over
prime,
AP,
bro.
bro. I'll tell you who I take over AP and Shady. All right, fucking Derrick Henry. We gonna talk about a motherfucking force. I'll take Derrick Henry over both of them niggas.
In their prime.
Yeah,
In their prime.
yeah. Because Derrick Henry, you can't stop that nigga.
You can't stop
dragging
Adrian
niggas.
Peterson either.
Left and right.
Derrick Henry
Yo.
is unstoppable.
Derrick Henry remind me of Eric Campbell, bro.
He's
Truck the
he's
shit
way
out
bigger
there.
than AP too. He's trucking
Truck
the
shit
truck.
out.
He
was
make
running
the.
good.
He make,
last hard running back I seen run like that was Christian McCoy.
how about that?
You know what I'm saying?
That was
Like,
my nigga. The
you know what I'm
Nigerian
saying?
nigga.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like,
but they
Run
still
you over.
they
type
still were
ball.
having 2,000 yard seasons like
he
AP.
wasn't having a 2,000 yard season.
Derrick Henry, I think he ain't having 2,000 yards.
Not like AP, man.
He didn't.
AP had him multiple
I'ma look
years,
that
man.
I'm gonna look that
No.
up. I don't think AP had. I mean, let me
Go
see.
back 2-3
Derrick
years
Henry.
ago.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
2,000 yard center.
Go back 2 seasons ago.
Wait a minute.
3 seasons ago. I think he had back-to-backers.
Look it up, Tor.
I think he had
Yeah.
back-to-backers.
Adrian Peterson, man. That boy was a fucking animal, man. Seriously. That boy was on another mission, man.
Derrick Henry is
Shaking, running
like
over
a
people,
rhinoceros
stiff
out
arming
there.
people the same way Derrick Henry was.
So, there's 17 running backs that had 2,000 yard seasons. Okay?
and 2 of them played for the Chiefs back-to-back.
17.
How many the AP had?
2 of them played
17
for the
of them.
Chiefs back-to-back.
All right, Barry Sanders,
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson,
Uh-huh.
Eric Dickerson,
Uh-huh.
O.J. Simpson,
Yeah.
LaDainian Tomlinson,
Uh-huh.
Emmitt Smith,
Okay.
Jamal Lewis,
Okay.
Terrell Davis,
Uh-huh.
Chris Johnson,
All right.
Earl
Damn.
Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry,
Mm-hmm.
my nigga Sean Alexander, Frank
Where
Gore,
Shady at?
Shady ain't had 2,000.
Clinton
Yeah,
Portis,
Shady was like 18.
Otis
No, he
Anderson,
Yeah, he was.
Maurice Jones-Drew, and Matt Forte.
Wow.
Those are the 17 running backs that had
And
2,000 yard
out of
seasons.
those 17, 15 of them played during that 2003 and now Joe that you was asking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still taking AP over
Yeah, but
them
AP
cats.
off that list, in that time frame, AP the better running back. And I love Sean
Derrick Henry.
Alexander. I love Sean Alexander.
Derrick Henry.
But I ain't read Derrick Henry. He wasn't on the 2000 list.
Derrick Henry.
His
He
name
is
was
on there.
Bro, I just
You
read
just
the
said
list.
his name. He was on there.
You said his name.
All right, Derrick Henry.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Damn, dog, not hearing what you reading.
Damn. It is.
I'm telling you, he had back-to-backers. He had it twice. Right before he got injured. The 2 years before that, he had 2,000 back-to-back.
On top of my boy Sean.
He got injured in the year he was trying to break the record and do it 3 times.
Sean Alexander, that's the year we should have beat. That's the year we should have beat Pittsburgh. But anyway, all right.
Hold up. Hey, once you find out how many 2,000-yard seasons that AP had, and how many 2,000-yard seasons that Derrick Henry had.
I think they both had 2. And Derrick Henry was trying to break the record and get 3 the year he broke his leg, tore his ACL or whatever. They both had 2. Matter of fact, AP got hurt the year that he was going for his 3rd joint. That's when he got hurt and was out for a minute, but then came back. Can I get 2 sheets, brother?
Yeah.
They say Derrick Henry had 2 seasons.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know everything, but when I know, I know. I'm telling you. Henry's 2 seasons was back to back. It was like 2019, 2020.
2008, 2012, 2015 for Adrian Peterson.
Oh, so he had 3. So Henry was trying to tie him. Okay.
Adrian Peterson,
So
best running back.
he up there.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man.
So all right. So going into the playoffs, who y'all like? All of our respective teams is going into the playoffs. Well, y'all playing to get in there.
Yeah, we still need some help. But,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I picked for y'all to lose on my pool, so I'm rooting against you quietly. I want you to win, but just not today.
I'm not surprised. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Oh, shit.
if you know me all year long, I've been telling y'all I'm not enthused by the Seahawks. So, I mean, hey, I love my team, but I wasn't enthused this year.
Right? Loving them don't mean you gotta be enthused. That's
I
like a
wasn't too
special
enthused
thing.
about them this year.
Yeah.
But as for the playoffs,
It's all set up, man.
Who you think gonna make it to the
Yo,
bowl,
man.
man? That's what who you think gonna make it and who you think gonna win? Let's get our
Listen, man.
you know
predictions
what?
down early.
Hold up, can I-
I respectfully
You gotta see it's a
ask to
setup,
wait till
man.
next week because I need to know how this joint shakes out
Since it's
first.
set up.
Yeah, man, you need people to
Because
set up.
if the Eagles don't win, they're gonna be number 5 instead of number
We're
1.
gonna win.
So
Hurts is back.
They told him, man, y'all not people. You in gang war and people in the setup, man. What's going on, man?
that's why I'm respectfully sitting back.
Look,
like I
They
need to
set
see
it
it.
up
What's
for
the,
Buffalo to win.
please,
No,
please
look,
explain
look,
it.
look.
Explain it. What's the setup?
All right, look.
What's the controversy?
What's up, why?
All right. Maybe it's just me. I'm gonna get into. Maybe it's just me. All right. No, y'all give me that close up, John. I already know I look good, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Fall back, ladies. I got a wife of your own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Definitely fall back because now I'm too lazy to pull out. I make babies. But yo. but, no, but seriously, yo. And I was serious with that too. You know what I mean? I'm serious with that too. But I think it's a real setup, y'all. See, all right, very unfortunate. I hope the brother get better. You know what I'm saying? But with that happening with Hamlin and that game got suspended, right? Now, if the Chiefs win, they get the number 1 seed. See, the goal, you peeped last week or the week before, I think it was last week, you see how all of a sudden the fucking Tampa Bay is
It's in the playoffs now.
the
Yeah.
ball came back from
Yeah.
21 down or
Yeah.
some shit like that. So it was everybody wants to see
Tom Brady get it again.
and Tom Brady in the playoffs.
If he ain't-
All right, you want to see the main boys in the playoffs. Didn't what's his name win? Green Bay ball, Aaron Rodgers.
He gotta win today.
Yeah, but did he win last week that he could play the
Yeah,
game?
both of them boys
Last
is
right.
week,
is on the run.
If Aaron Rodgers, if they lose to the Lions today,
They
we
out.
make the playoffs.
Okay. Watch what happened. They want the main guns in the playoffs. I seen this clip the other day, man, on Cowboys, John. Right, this ball is bad. I can't. I can't remember his name to shout him out right now. But the ball broke this joint down, man. He showed Dak Prescott. He had the ball. He got the ball. He had a scramble. He ran out of balance. When he ran out of balance and was coming back onto the field, the referee came right over to him and said, "Interception now." He ran right out there. Very next play, threw a fucking interception.
Whoa.
This shit is rigged, man. I'm telling you.
Whoa.
This ball's in this video.
I gotta see that.
I'm gonna send you the joint, man.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, we need to put that up on the screen right now. Let's
Yeah,
talk
that-
about it.
I gotta see that. Right
Hold
there,
up.
man.
Let me see if I can find it on my YouTube.
He took it
channel.
that far and said it's interception time now.
Dude,
And the guy just basically complied and said, "Here you go."
watch.
No, that's crazy. As if it is, if that's what happened. Now I got the
NFL
NFL guy
Dak Prescott throws interception on purpose.
because I'm an avid gambler. I bet now this shit legal. I bet all the fucking time, and I can honestly say that it be some bullshit happening every fucking week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be certain games we'd be like, these motherfuckers last week lost 57-7. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden they beating the fucking Super Bowl champs or the #1 fucking team. Like, that be the bullshit. I know any given Sunday or whatever, but I be thinking there's some more fly shit going on then too. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I mean? Because Russell Wilson just got paid however 100 million, you know what I mean, 200 million, some old crazy ass about a whole bunch of hundreds of millions. And that I could have played better than him this year.
But, bro, now when your wife go back and smash her baby daddy and make it public, how you supposed?
But she went and fuck Future?
Yeah.
Oh damn, and made it public?
It got
Oh,
out.
he's a sucker.
It got out there. So
He's a sucker. That would make me play even better because I be just taking like I'm whooping her ass, whatever team I'm playing against. I'm gonna name them Sierra. Yeah, we playing against the Sierras this week, man. I'm gonna bust their ass.
No shit. Playing the Sierras.
Every fucking week if that shit happened to me, dog. I'm not good with that shit.
Man, yeah.
That's why I'm single, because I can't deal with infidelity. You know what I'm saying?
It came out that she had a liaison with her baby father.
That's crazy. That nigga ain't even have a conversation when he was like, she started taking her clothes off. That nigga ain't spoke English since like the 4th grade.
Oh shit.
My bad. I like Future. My nigga. I listen to Future when I don't want to sing along. My bad.
Yo, you killed me with that one, dog.
He don't want to sing along and shit.
My
He
bad.
said he spoke English since the 4th grade.
Yeah.
My bad. You know what I mean? But hey, man.
Yo.
Russell Wilson's got to get a little more thug in him, man. He got to bring out that, you know what I mean? You know.
Yo, they don't like him in Denver, man. This boy got his own. We got his own office.
I wouldn't like him either the way he's
Yeah.
playing, bro.
How you got your own office though?
He do uppity shit. The white
How
side.
you got your own?
the
He
white
got
side
he got
keep
like
it-
4 or 5 parking spaces. Got his own parking spaces with his name.
I
there.
don't know about all of that, but I know the way he's acting, the way he's playing on the field.
Yeah, it don't.
I wouldn't.
measure up.
I would not be too big on Russell Wilson right now either. If Russell was playing like that in Seattle, I'd be losing my brain right
He
now,
been
bro.
playing like that in Seattle.
No, I'm talking about.
He just
But
wasn't as bad.
he had a way of, like, Russell was the bull that you could never count him out because in the 4th quarter he could bring you back, and you be looking at him like, how the hell did he do that? This year, nah, bro.
Trash. He act like he ain't did none of that.
Not exactly. Nah, bro. It ain't happening. You haven't seen a good Russell Wilson all year.
I mean, so I bet against them too.
What
Keep
happened?
playing
Is it-
how you playing.
Is it the
dickhead.
system? What is it? The system?
I don't think his mind is right.
Yeah, he
They said that he's out there calling audibles. He out
calling
there calling
Seattle
Seattle
audibles at Denver.
and yeah, he behind the line calling Seattle audibles,
He like
bro.
audible.
Like he is not comes out that your baby mom that your wife has banged her baby
That's
daddy.
devastating.
That
Oh, for real?
yeah,
You ain't
that
hear
came out.
Just said- He was whatever he was doing. He was
Uh-oh.
doing. He was.
She
We
done
had a
popped
whole
him. She done
conversation.
popped Future again.
He done missed all that shit I said about
He
it.
missed that entire.
Welcome back, welcome back, Pat.
He too, you know what it was? He was too busy checking his phone for
Yo,
the joint.
I
That's
just
what it
did a whole
was.
little riff about that shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's why I said he was playing. He called all the teams he playing this Sierra and shit. He was like,
Yo, he popped. Yo, seriously?
yeah. So he sent her a text, and the text was like, she's like, here I come. He ain't even got to talk to her. Now you just had. She need a thug in her life.
Yo,
Nigga.
man.
Russell Wilson better get some thug in and go beat somebody up, Russ. Just randomly just beat
See,
somebody fuck up.
man. See, I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Like,
Now he concussed. I do believe he got a concussion now. I do believe.
Yeah, he can Sierra.
Yeah, he got concussed. I think he got concussed last week. He got rocked.
it's really that's some fucked up shit right there. So
Yeah, I mean, like Future don't get enough.
so now
pussy.
what? So she for the streets. Like I don't know how you do. You, all right, look. All right,
Yo,
look.
here we go, right here.
I got a question.
Right?
All right.
Well, wait, Tor, I'm.
There is no excuse for it, bro. I cannot answer that question that you have on your mind about Sierra. I really don't have an answer.
Look, but she didn't bang a random nigga.
It was baby daddy.
See? So it just let you know no matter how much you love me, baby, you love him.
I don't know how I would react if I found out that my wife slept with her son's father. I would lose. I think I would lose my brain. I would lose my brain.
I ain't losing my mind.
I would go. It's because I didn't
mind.
entrust it so much. No, I'm gonna tell you why. I entrusted
losing
so
my
much into this. I didn't put so much into this for you to just throw it aside to go have a good night one time. I don't give a damn. If you could have went out and had a good night with anybody else, but why'd you choose to go out and have a good night with him?
I'd rather be him than to be a nigga that random out of nowhere. At least I know you had history with this motherfucker, so you just tripped up and he slipped up and got his dick in you. But I'll be upset about that. But I'll be more upset if it's a dude, a random dude. A dude I don't know.
You're more of a G than I am, because I don't
Actually,
know.
I'm the opposite.
Exactly.
Because
I can't feel that, bro.
If she going back and she fucking her baby
That
dad,
means you still got feelings for this
then
nigga.
my first thought is gonna be like, all right, well, can I go fuck his baby mama then? Like, since we all caught up in this shit, like, you know what I mean?
You
Like,
fucking his baby
You're
mama.
already doing
no,
that.
these other ones, the other ones, the ones that I don't have access to, the ones that he think is his pussy.
No, see, that's what I'm
'Cause he and
saying.
mine.
See, that's just let you know when a man sows that woman with his seed, it's forever his, man.
I feel you. I'm just,
You know what I'm saying?
As
It's
the other
all-
man, I couldn't accept it.
Only thing, and the only problem is it's the society, man. It's society. He gotta deal with that. It's society. You want to be the Christian and all that shit? That's the society we live in, man. It's the society. For real talk. Accept this. You knew what you was getting when you got it, and you try to change it.
Hey.
But you know, it's a lot of.
All right.
You-
So keep wearing your cape,
Right.
Captain Save-A-Ho. Keep wearing your cape. That's all.
Right. But you realize how she went from a thug to thug did her dirty, and then she went to the most corniest nigga she could think
And
of.
she went to Bow Wow, and she went through a couple
I
cats.
guess Carlton was already taken, so she said,
You know what I'm
"Yeah, I just."
Yo, man.
He said, Carl.
You stupid.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. So, you know what I mean? He gotta wear his cape.
Come on now, dog.
And I understand. I just understand how it go. You know what I mean? I understand how I go, but you know, see, I'm in a situation, but I don't press the situation. You know what I mean? And I would never press the situation because, like, I got my lady and I got a son by a little, you know, by another young lady. You know what I'm saying? Now she don't make it ready and available for me to come at her, and I don't come at her because we know the situation at hand. I got my lady at home and she got a man, and we gotta deal with our child, it's our son at hand. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never try to press that, even when you try to press that button, because that's a whole other world that I don't even want to go down no more. Like
I ain't want it when I was there. What makes you think I want it again, bro?
But if you got history with that person, like a baby daddy, right? It's some emotional attachment there too. It ain't just about the sex. You know what I mean? And that's the part that I couldn't deal with. That's why for me, I would rather it be some random. If it was just, you know what I mean, where I don't know, she was mad and I did to her, so she calling herself getting back at me, I would prefer for it to be a stranger because it ain't no emotional attachment in that. It's probably just a one-time thing. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a baby daddy, you know, you can look. That shit might happen again next week, next month, tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's an anytime type situation, and I can't deal with that. Like, I ain't got time to worry about that. You know what I mean? To even be thinking about it. You feel me?
I feel you.
True.
I feel you. I totally feel you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But see, I look at it on this on the angle is I know you was with this nigga already. You was with this boy before, so I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not looking at myself as being married to her. That's what that's what it is.
Right.
I'm not looking at myself if I'm Russ.
Because
so you know what I mean.
Here go an
That's
angle
why.
you
That's
ain't
why.
think.
What?
What if his jaw bigger than yours?
right now, I'm a confident man. I feel, but what if his shit is
That don't mean
substantially?
nothing, though.
Yeah, dude, because your shit ain't gonna fit in her like it used to, and that's your shit. That's a problem.
Bro,
That's a problem.
you do know
You're
it.
not pleasing her.
You
You're right.
do
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Because
That's
she
true.
got this nigga.
That's
That's
true.
wait.
That's true.
You do know that it comes back.
right, but
Yeah, but no,
it's
but
different.
listen, if you coming with your little Frank hot dog, and I'm coming with my motherfucking Kabaski, it's gonna be she gonna
maybe
remember.
she gonna want a hot dog again.
Maybe if I'm coming right behind you, yeah.
She
but
remembered that Kabaski, and that's why she
maybe
went
if I'm
back at
coming
it.
right behind you, yeah. Then maybe I'd probably be swimming in it. But if I'm coming like a day or two behind you, that shit.
No, all I mean is you're not gonna know,
Nah,
but she's gonna
listen,
know.
She gonna know,
Oh, she
and then
know.
you still
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
know.
she
Yeah,
would. Oh,
you
yeah.
still gonna know because it's still gonna have some type of imprint. All right.
So
For real.
these is all psychological aspects that, as a man with a lot of confidence and everything I do, I ain't trying to have to think about none of this shit. That's a distraction from getting at the bag and handling my business. I'm not trying to be with no woman where I got to worry or guess or none of that shit.
Okay,
do
but
the,
then
do
since
the boy got a
you
child by?
you
Yeah,
parlaying
got a
from
couple
there.
kids with her.
What you say?
Since you going that way, I got a question. All right, let's go to the M.A. Doko situation.
Okay. Why you
Okay.
say that shit like you was African though? You said the ML Doko.
Because, if you understand how many times I had to say this name in the last couple of days, that's why I'm saying it like that. But let's go to his situation.
What about him? I don't know. What
They saying that him and Nia Long is supposed to be going
Oh,
filing
boy.
for a divorce.
Yeah.
She filed for divorce the day after that shit came
Yeah.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
if she's filing for divorce,
Yeah.
right, and they supposed to have an open relationship, and she's filing for divorce the day after that comes out, can she be filing for irreconcilable differences, or should she be
Why
or
should
could
she
she be
need to?
filing
She
for,
probably
or
got
should
more
she
bread than
be
him
filing
anyway.
for infidelity? She cannot be filing for infidelity if y'all got an open relationship.
Right.
How can you file for infidelity?
In her case, I don't think it matters because she don't have to ask him for no money because she got her own money. She got like 4 or 5 movies. She just
Then
came
that's
out
just
with the past 6 months.
irreconcilable differences. Then.
But what it is she like, nigga, whatever we had going on, you got me on TV looking stupid, so nigga, fuck you. You know what I mean? She got plenty of other options. She don't have to be with that nigga. She Nia Long. She's coveted. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of men successful, whatever, It would hurt.
At the end all be all, they always want to try to hit you in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she try to go for alimony or some shit. I don't know. Who knows?
But he just sat there and said that she got her own money. Why she need alimony?
Listen, I mean, listen. Just because you make a movie, that don't mean the movie gonna sell. All right. People ain't even going to the movies the way
She
they
done
used to.
made several movies.
Yeah,
Nia
she
Long
got
got money.
bread.
She got bread. She got long money.
She got that Fresh Prince money,
She
bro.
got all. Yeah,
She got that Fresh Prince money, bro.
She got Fresh Prince money.
Nia Long was on Fresh Prince for years, bro, playing Will's girl. For years.
I mean, she getting paid like Nia Long, like Fresh Prince was.
She
She got a nice royalty check coming to her, bro. She was on there for seasons.
Okay.
They had a whole plot line revealed around her.
They did. I ain't watched
Yeah,
that shit.
She got money. She not broke at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ain't watched no Fresh Prince. I ain't watched none.
And you can tell by the move she made. She made a boss move, which is this nigga got me looking stupid. Fuck
Shout
this
out to
nigga.
her.
I
She's
keep
a
it
beautiful
pushing.
woman. I think they always try to hit you in the pocket, man. At the end all be, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You can always use ball.
Now,
He might try to hit her. In the
second
pocket.
part of this question, which is a little separate, but did y'all know that Samora is her sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no
Her
idea.
older sister.
Yeah.
I had no idea, bro.
There's a couple of those in the industry, but if you look at it, you can kind of tell because Samora's
Not
bad.
really, man. You can't
Samora-
tell
I
they don't.
could- yo,
They don't. They both
thank
bad,
you.
but they don't
They
resemble
both
each
bad,
other.
but they don't resemble,
One
bro.
is tall. One is because Samora's tall. You know what I'm saying? She's at least 5'9", and she's a darker shade.
Mhm.
And what's name is short. I mean, short. At least 5'2", no taller than 5'4". You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, that's just like the Brat and Diamond.
They
You know
don't
what I
look
mean?
similar at all either.
Nah.
Right, but both of them, they both.
Lisa Ray you talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they don't look. They don't really look too
I
similar.
just think it's because they've been promoted different. If you really look at them, you can see the resemblances. You can see how because they do share characteristics. But we know Lisa Ray as Diamond. We know Brat as like halfway
Brat.
boy, halfway girl. You know what I mean? She could be pretty,
Hey,
she could be rough. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you.
So it's how they promoted to me. But Brat to me is a beautiful
Hey,
woman. She
shout out. She a man. She been promoting herself like a man. She
You talking about the Brat?
yeah. Yo, shout out to the legend. You know what I mean? AI. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson.
Yeah. He
You know
wasn't
what I'm saying?
on that.
He turned it around for a minute. I used to work out the airport. You know what I'm saying? Back in the '90s. You know what I mean? And he would come flying. He would come put her on a flight, or she would just, or not even put her on a flight, but he would walk her to the gate, and I'd be right there accepting the ticket from him. You know what I'm saying? He would give her a kiss, and she dressed like a female. Every time I seen her, she was dressed like a broad.
Yeah, she came out and said
I'ma
that
tell
she
you though,
had
you
that.
got- that was
thing
during that. How would you like that time when she did that song with Tyrese, right?
That was
Because
during
that video that she
early
made with
AI.
Tyrese, when she's out there in the beach with the bikini
Yeah,
on
yeah,
and
she was-
all
yeah.
that, yeah, she was looking
Yeah, I looked that
100%
up.
female. Like, yeah, she was looking like a snack.
That was a mix of VA and PA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was looking like a
Yeah.
whole snack.
Yeah.
Back then, like in that video, she was looking
Yeah.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to
And
AI, man.
You compare that video to like something that she doing to today, and you like, nah, they not the same woman almost, bro, but they the same woman, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel what you're saying, like I feel
Yeah.
what you're saying, but
That's-
at that time that you're talking about, that
Yeah.
was the time she was making those videos with Tyrese. She had just got out of jail and
Like,
shit,
she was
right?
exploring
Yeah, she was a
her,
good
her,
shit,
her
boy.
femininity.
She just got out of jail.
AI had her
Yeah.
in tune.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to AI, man. It's a
Shout
couple
out AI.
cats.
Go ahead, AI.
There's a couple cats that then came to Philly like on some sports type tip and really embraced the Philly. You know what I mean? Like, and AI is one of them. Dr. J is another one. You know what I mean? Just cats who came here and made their niche in the culture to the point where it was like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever they was from before they came here, when they came here, it was Philly. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
shout
saying?
out, rest in peace to Daryl Dawkins, man.
Right? Chocolate Thunder.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember he pulled up on my block to see my neighbor, man. the boy got out the car with the hot pants, so he had the shorts. He had the joints were so little. The boy had the biggest thighs I ever seen in my life. He was getting out a Corvette. That joint was crazy, yo. It was huge, man. I was like probably like 10, maybe 12 years old, something like that. I was a young boy. He was huge, man. I ran back in the crib. Mom, Dad, look at this big man. And my dad was like, yo, that's Daryl Dawkins. I was like, oh shoot, on the TV? He was like, yeah, that's Daryl Dawkins for the Sixers. It's like, oh shoot. Oh.
Yeah, that was like my first reaction when first time I met Gary Maddox. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like tall, like he was tall and lanky, but it was just the fact that it was a professional baseball player. I was like maybe 8 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's standing right here, and I'm like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll never forget that meeting. I mean, I've just been lucky. I met a few professional players.
Yeah.
I'm a lucky person because I met a few professional players.
I met Jerome Bettis one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wasn't there. Me and my man was on our way to the Holiday Inn to get a breakfast. Like I said, we work at the airport. You see everybody when I work at the airport. You know what I mean? So we on our way to get a grub. Me having some shorties because they got the all you can eat grub, all you can eat breakfast there.
Hold on, man. We're gonna make this story time, man.
Right?
We're gonna make this
Story
story
time.
time.
It's a really short one though, man. It's a short one though, man. Really short.
All right, go ahead. Tell your story.
Yeah. So me is and Montana and I can't remember. There's a few other people. If I remember Montana, shout out to you, family. I don't know where you at now. I ain't seen you in like 25 years or more. But we on our way to Holiday Inn. They had the banging breakfast, all you can eat breakfast and stuff. So we on the walkway joint. You can either walk or you can ride on a little trestle joint. So we get on that joint. You know what I mean? I just happened to turn around, and Jerome Bettis is right behind me. So he just happened to be going the wrong way. He wanted to go to the airport somehow. When he got his little tram, when he got off the tram, he made a left and he should have made a right. So I haven't looked, and he's to my right of me. Yo, he's coming towards me. I'm like, damn. I said, Jerome Bettis. He was like, yeah. How you doing? I'm like, yo, how you doing? I swear, this dude. I see why they couldn't tackle this man. Yo, Taurus, like me and you standing together, like his shoulders, man. Like I got broad shoulders. His jaw was like my shoulder and out here. Like he was a wide ball, man. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. He's like my brother height. He was sticking in my brother. My brother's a big boy to be short. You know, he a short little. I got a. He like a little.
Spike from off of Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he ain't brought up no more though. That's crazy, man. Shout out to my brother, man. I don't know where you at. When I see you, I know you was SP somewhere. Shout out to you. I love you, my brother. You know what I mean? We need to link up one of these days or something. You know what I mean? But anyway.
All right.
So look, the ball was so big, man. He was short, but he was wide. You know what I'm saying? Really wide. So I see why people couldn't get a solo tackle on him. There's no way you bring him down, like especially up here. There's no way you bring that ball down. I see him, the locks.
Anthony Mason. That was a
Oh
good
man, Anthony Mason, man, yo, man.
All right. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's do a story time. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's story time now. And the thing about story time is we go around, we throw a topic out, and each person tells their story about that topic.
Okay.
So, this topic, it just so happens to be your best time when you met a celebrity.
Okay.
All right, and I'll start it off this week. This is one of my favorite stories. I was working. My co-worker was a boxing trainer, and I was working, and he called me up, and he says, "Tor, what time you get off work?" I said, "I get off at midnight." He was like, "You want to meet Lennox?" I said, "Do I want to meet Lennox?" Hell yeah, I want to meet Lennox. He was like, "Well, when you get off, come on up to the Poconos.
Talking about Lennox Lewis?
Yeah.
Come up to the Poconos.
In the Poconos, yeah, because he was training a boxer named Julian Ludlow, Mr. KO, and Julian passed away, but my man Gary, my coworker, he was training Julian, and Julian had an upcoming fight. He was on the undercard of a Lennox fight, and they was all training up in the Poconos. All the Crunk boys was up in the Poconos. So I'm like, hell yeah, I want to meet Lennox. So I get off work. Of course, I get off the phone with him. I call my boys. Like, yo, I'm about to meet Lennox. Y'all niggas is y'all lames. Y'all ain't going this. Y'all ain't going that. So I get in the car. I get off work. Man, I couldn't wait for my courier to come in at midnight. I hop in the car. Dog, I'm leaving from Montgomery County, and I get up into. I'm leaving from Lansdale, and I get into Poconos. Bro, I got up there in record time. Let's say I got up there in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Oh, shit.
I was flying, bro. Okay. All right. So I'm pulling into the I'm pulling into the resort, and now they got bungalows in the back. They in bungalows, and so I pull up into the front, into the receiving area, and I call my man. I'm like, Gary, I'm here. He's like, all right, I'm on my way out. If I'd have got there 2 minutes earlier, I'd have pulled right into the front, and Lennox would have walked right in front of my face. Instead, Emmanuel came through, and I met Emmanuel Stewart. That's when I met Emmanuel Stewart. Yo, one of the nicest men ever. But I met Emmanuel Stewart. Miss Lennox.
Too, right? He just passed too.
Yeah, he passed a couple of years ago.
He passed a few years ago.
Yeah, but I miss Lennox, but I met Emmanuel Stewart, and he came out. I seen the Crunk joint on his back, and I was like, oh shit, they really here? Like, yo, that's the Crunk ball. Like, then he turned around. I was like, oh, that's Emmanuel Stewart. Damn, that pissed myself off.
I don't see too many people wearing the Crunk label no more, man.
Yeah,
I wonder what happened to Crunk.
Ever since Emmanuel Stewart passed, he ran Crunk.
Right.
That was his gym.
Right.
So ever since he passed, that's why you don't see it as much anymore. But
It's crazy, man.
yeah, that was my Emmanuel Stewart, Lennox Lewis.
I like Emmanuel Stewart because, I mean, reason why I did like him because he catered to big guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He knew how to train the big guys. You know what I mean? You see, he trained all the big guys.
All those heavyweights, yeah.
Yeah.
Holyfield, that was my guy.
Yeah.
I got a Holyfield story.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Gang walk.
This is actually I'm gonna say year wise, this was like 89. This was about like 89, 90. I was working in a gallery at Leather and Fur Ranch, and
Damn. Leather and Fur Ranch.
Leather and Fur Ranch. And,
That's crazy.
These two guys came in there, and both of them was diesel as shit. One was dark, one was brown skin, the other one was light skin. So I'm sitting there looking at them, you know what I mean? Like, you look familiar and shit, but you know, I can't really peg who you are, right? So, you know what I mean? He asked me to help him out with a coat, try a coat on or whatever, help him out. Shit, his fucking arms and shoulders was so big, and ain't none of the coats fitting because the proportions was so off. So as I'm helping him out, I was like, you know what I mean? I said, you look kind of familiar, like, you know. I said, where I know you from? So he looked at me and he was like, he said, look, he said, all you need to know, young man, is I'm gonna be the next heavyweight champion of the world. And when he said that, I still ain't know who the fuck he was.
That's crazy.
Right? I'm thinking he was Herschel Walker, because at the time Herschel Walker was playing for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was Herschel Walker. Right? So, because he still had hair and everything. He still had hair and everything.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the bull he was with, his brother, his brother looked just like him in the face, just light skin, and way more dieseler. Like his brother looked like he sleep with weights on. He wake up talking about 32. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, his brother was husky as shit, and his brother had like the cut and swag. He had like the crooked shoulder. You know what I mean? But long story short, he told me that shit and still never told me his name. And I didn't realize who it was until Holyfield fought Buster Douglas. And I was like, that's who the fuck he is. I'm like, whoop this nigga ass. And he did. And he kept on whooping their ass from that point on. So that was always my favorite. You know what I mean? I was always Holyfield over Tyson. And he know this because he a Tyson guy. I was always Holyfield over Tyson. You know what I mean? Like, I was one of his biggest fans because he told me what he was going to do and he did it. I respect that shit to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Your turn, Pat.
Oh man, I got a couple, man, but all right, they not one. They not. I guess you could consider them celebrities, but they boxers. You know what I'm saying? I got.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like my old head is Tim Witherspoon. He lived right up the street from me. You know what I mean? You know he was
He
heavyweight
got a
champion.
name, bro. He got a name.
Yeah, you know what I'm
He
saying?
got a name.
Yeah,
He
Tim
was a
Witherspoon.
celebrity.
Now what's the other? What's my boy? What's the boy name?
Talking about the crazy story, Chester, or the other boxer from Chester, that crazy ass story.
No. Because I wasn't.
That was an is story.
Yeah, it was an is story.
Oh,
You know what I mean? He would come home and tell us about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't
But,
even gonna say his name. I wasn't looking for me. That nigga was wild.
He passed away.
He passed away?
Yeah.
That's the boy that gave Holyfield a great ass rumble.
Burt Cooper.
Burt Cooper.
Oh, okay.
He said
Yeah.
this boy was
Herbert.
this boy was, I believe he said, a crackhead and beating people up and robbing them around the area where he was working at that time.
Strong arming people.
Strong arming motherfuckers. Like, give me that shit.
Up in Chester.
And if you don't
He's
give
from
it to him, he just
He was from that
punching the shit
Chester,
out you.
Chester Sharon Hill area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But me that was a crazy story. Shout out to Ed, that was a crazy story. Him they was working together and telling us about that shit.
Yeah.
But I was down Virginia with my homie. Shout out to Ja. Rest in peace. I love you, brother. Me is Ja, B, and shout out to Rob. And we was down there, and we was having a good time. And we come out there like this. We come out the hotel. So we going up towards the pizza store. So we see this big boy. He got this big dark-skinned boy. He got this big extra large pizza looking like a small. And the pizza, I swear to God, he so big, Anthony Mason, rest in peace to this brother too, man. Damn. Rest in peace to him too, man. He was like 6'7", 6'8". This boy was a mountain of a man. This boy was huge, big black boy, right? The extra long pizza was like a small in his hand. And he had he had the biggest pizza box. It was crazy. So my man Josh said to him, he was like, God damn, that pizza big. And he was like, yeah, but it's just right for me. Hey man, where y'all from? So he was like, we from Philly. He was like, all right, that's what's up, Philly boys. I like y'all, man. So for the rest of the weekend, you know what I mean? Every time he see us, he said, yo, what's up, Philly? Every time he seen us, he gave us a shout out. So yeah, so like on the last night, we at the pizza joint. He came in the joint and he was like, "Yeah, y'all want pizza? Yeah, you know." And we all got some pizza together. He treated us a pizza and we rolled out.
That's
You know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the rumor or whatever is supposed to be that Anthony Mason is who Biggie was talking about?
That's the story. They said they came out that, you know what I mean, that it was Anthony Mason chick.
I done heard a couple instances that's a 100% true story, front to back, how it went down and everything.
Yeah.
And it was Anthony Mason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big was Big was really about that.
You know what I'm saying?
So
That's for anybody that ain't hear it prior to that.
Yeah.
Y'all go to Ready to Die and put on a story to tell.
Yeah.
And that story to tell about running up another man's chicks.
Honey Cash, just don't shoot my ass, chick.
Yeah, that was crazy, yo.
That's crazy.
Robbed him for his girl and his money.
No, man. That's a terrible situation.
Yeah.
you
My
gotta go through.
goodness, man. My
Yeah.
goodness. My goodness, y'all. You know, this was a dope story time, man. But you know, I got so many more stories, man.
Me
like,
too.
Oh,
especially of meeting people. Like I got a story, man. I got a story about Bill Bellamy when he was just starting, and we was all hanging out in Kutztown. He came up, him and Reggie McFadden came up and did a show at Kutztown, and Reggie left after the show. Bill
I
stayed.
remember Reggie McFadden.
Yeah, Bill stayed, and he went down, had a party. We was down there partying at the club, shorties and shit, and Bill ended up staying the night, man, and ended up knocking off a man's girl.
Oh shit!
Damn. Hey
That's
man,
my
listen,
homie
man.
too.
Be a
That's
player.
my homie. That's
That's
my
right,
homie.
man.
And he know and yo, you know who I'm talking about. If you see this video, you know who I'm talking about, and you know I'm telling the truth.
See, I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, don't ever think that that it can't happen to you.
Right.
Your chick can get hit. It's happened to me. It
Believe
can
me.
definitely happen to you.
Believe
And I'm
me.
looking, believe me, I was a player, my nigga. I put my thing down.
Yeah.
Shoot.
My player days is over.
Happens to
My
the
best
of
friend
them, man.
knocked off my joint.
I was a player. I don't listen. Nowadays, man, you
Got
know
two
what I mean?
kids by it too.
That's his job.
Yeah, it was his girl. I mean, it became his girl. You know what I mean? But it happens. Like, hey, yo, guys, man, it's going to happen to you, bro. It's going to happen.
What you gotta do is accept it and keep it moving,
keep it
or
moving.
accept it and stay with it.
Right.
Make your choice.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what you want ain't always what's going to want you. So once you keep that in mind, you know what I mean? Just, you know, you find what wants you. That's how I do it. I don't stress about that shit. There was a point in time where a beautiful woman couldn't even walk past me without me having to acknowledge her, say something to her, like being ultra aggressive. And in my older years, I still have that same acknowledgement, but I'm just not as aggressive. Like you know what I mean? Like I ain't, you know, like shit gotta be organic with me. Like I'm not pressing for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the difference between me now and me then. You know, when I was a young boy, I pressed, and I pressed up on a lot. But as an adult, I just don't press no more. I'm single. You can holler in my DMs. I mean, I still feel good. I feel look good. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, I like who like me. You know what I'm saying?
True. Oh man, you can go all day with this, man. Hey man, tonight, Javante fight.
Yeah, I was. You see the little
I mean,
press conference, John, where they all touching and pushing on each other like it was, I was like, is it
they gotta sell it. They gotta sell it. You know what I mean? You gotta sell
Yeah.
it, baby. You know we gonna sell it now. You know what I mean? Get you have to go ahead and hit that pay-per-view button. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that pay-per-view button.
I like Javante.
Ain't nobody beating
Of course,
Javante
man.
no time
Come on,
soon.
man. Of course.
Javante gonna be one of them beat himself type.
He them
boys.
folks, man. Yep. He done beat him. He gotta beat himself.
He gonna have to be like Tyson, where it's
This
just
is
really
first- this
he
is
gonna make
first
it look
fight
like
away
it ain't
from
no
Floyd, right?
competition because it can't nobody beat him, and he
Yeah.
gonna, only way he gonna lose is if he feel himself.
This is
and-
first
and-
fight.
and
This
get
is
off
first
his
fight
joint.
away from Floyd.
This is first fight away from Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think he is who he is. You know what I mean?
But it's not promoted. Like, you know what
How
I'm saying?
about that?
Floyd promoting it.
No, this promotion has not been, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that.
He's not promoted as much as if he was with Floyd, as if he was still with the Money Mayweather team, but
It's on show. This Showtime pay per view.
I think so.
It hurts.
No?
That hurts.
I mean, I guarantee you he still get a nice box office. I mean, people gonna
He
buy
gonna get more bread.
because it's Javante. And people gonna watch the fight.
He gonna get more bread.
I want to see him fight Floyd.
No.
At the end of the day,
People
who
gonna
the
watch
fuck
the
else
fight.
is it? Who else is it?
So wait a minute. Tell me something. You telling me that if you had the money to pay for the fight,
Would I see fight
Would
pay
you
to see
watch the
Javante Davis against Floyd? Hell, fucking yeah! I want to be there.
not against Floyd. I mean for tonight.
Oh.
If you had the money,
I don't know enough about the boy he fighting. I think
Would
he's
you
going
see
to win.
Javante fight?
I want to see it.
I would pay. I mean, honestly, If I had the money, if I had the money and I had the time, I'd be in state. I'd be
I'm
live.
not ordering no damn fight.
I'd be live.
over.
I'd go see it
I'll
live.
be over,
Yeah.
Ez.
How about that?
I'd go
I'm
see it
coming with
live.
him.
I mean, honestly, I would go see it live.
Well, on some real shit, I wouldn't go see the fight he having tonight live. I'm not gonna pay what they trying to charge for that. But if it was him against Mayweather, yeah, fucking yeah.
Bro,
To
he
me,
ain't
that,
fighting
because Mayweather
bro.
is still undefeated.
He not fighting Mayweather, man.
Why
That's
not?
not gonna happen.
They not getting money
He's
together
retired.
no more. Fight.
Mayweather ain't. Mayweather is not fighting Javante.
Yeah, that's not what it's
happening.
exactly.
That is not happening.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is
Javante,
not happening.
those are type fights.
He might lose that fight. He might lose that fight.
Interesting, ain't it? That's why I
Floyd,
go see
that
it.
might be a fight that Floyd might lose.
Interesting, right?
When Floyd was fighting, he was welterweight.
He went from fly all the way up to no, he was right below welter. I don't think he went. What was that?
He was that middle, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he went up to welter.
He had to because what he fought?
Yeah, I think at the
Sugar
end he went
Shane?
up. I think at the end he went up to welter. They
He
fought
had-
at
Wait a minute,
middle.
wait a minute,
He
he
fought
fought.
Sugar Shane at middleweight.
Yeah, he fought Sugar at Miller.
What about
Bernard.
Yeah, that was what he.
Bernard was at
No,
welter.
he ain't fight Bernard.
I'm talking about what's the name?
He ain't fight Bernard.
No,
No,
the
no.
what's the name ball? The fight promoter ball, Mexican ball.
Oscar?
Oscar.
Middleweight.
Oscar had that was
He seen
middleweight.
Oscar at middleweight. Oscar
So
came
he
down
went
to
all the
fight.
way up. He went all
Oscar
the way
came
up.
down
Because he
to
beat
fight.
everybody in middleweight
He went all the way up.
to welterweight. Yeah.
Oscar came down to fight Floyd.
Okay.
Couple cats. Sometimes they made it. I don't think he went up to welter until later on. Like maybe the last 6 years.
So they wouldn't even be in the same weight class.
He would have to go back down the middle. They could meet middle.
Yeah,
No,
they had
he
to
had
meet. They had to
fights
catch
at
weight.
130.
They had to get a catch weight.
Javante fights at 130.
But Javante could he can go up to maybe 140, 141,
He probably could.
142.
He probably could.
Mayweather should be able to get close.
That might slow him down.
It'd be an interesting fight. Nonetheless, that's an interesting fight. Like I wouldn't want to see Mayweather against neither one of the two boys that we was talking about. The two main boys, and you know the boy I'm talking about. Fucking that we keep wanting to fight. The boy was it and. Who the boy that was the Olympic boy and he was trying to get him to he was supposed to fight the dark skinned boy, both of them undefeated. Yeah. Terrence Crawford and the other boy.
Earl Spence.
Earl Spence. There we go. I'm high. 2 L's in.
Crawford Spence.
Yeah.
That-
I wouldn't want to
want-
see Mayweather
I
against
want-
neither one
I
of them.
want to see that fight.
I think that Mayweather might
I would
die.
love to see that
And
fight
Mayweather
if
might
it
die.
ever worked. If it ever happened.
It's too much punching.
Down if it ever happened, though.
That's too much punching power and ability, I think, for Mayweather. And I think them boys is naturally just bigger.
Bud would kill me.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Spence would do even worse because Spence is better than Bud. Even though I like Bud, I'm
He
more of a
wouldn't-
Bud
he
fan.
wouldn't-
Spence is better
listen,
than Bud.
Listen.
I think Spence's
Listen.
skill level is on Mayweather's level.
Y'all-
You know what I
y'all-
mean?
Y'all bugging. He would not kill. You talking about one of the greatest defensive
Right.
fighters.
Right, but them punches.
He gotta
coming-
catch.
them
He
numbers
don't
coming
catch
way
him
higher,
though,
though.
bro.
It's coming
I'm
way
telling
harder.
you.
And Mayweather gonna catch him. Yo, he gonna use it against him.
Mayweather don't hit
Mayweather
as hard
got
as
big
Bud,
punching power.
man.
Mayweather got.
He don't hit as hard as Bud.
Neither one of them.
Bud hit
He
hard,
don't hit
bro.
hard, neither one of them.
Listen. It's not about how you punch. It's not about who you punch. It's how you punch it.
Them niggas
It's
is
hard
bigger
to-
than him.
I understand that.
Bud hit hard, man.
He fought.
Bud
He
hit hard.
understand. He fighting at their weight class. He fought. He was at 147.
Yeah, but he wasn't fighting the elite. These guys is the elite.
What
They
you
on a
mean?
different level.
What
I'm
do you
just
mean?
saying, the boys.
At his time in fighting, he
But
fought all the elites.
But it was
What you
niggas that
talking about?
Mayweather didn't fight too.
He beat everybody on the way up. He beat all the elites on the way up.
It's some boys that we can name that Mayweather didn't fight. That
But he ducked somebody. Who he duck? Who he duck? Since you want to pull it up, Daffy.
I'm just saying, it was definitely Mayweather fights that we wanted that we didn't get to see for whatever reason. Just like how we might not get to see the Spence Crawford fight. There's money involved. And Mayweather wasn't taking those shorts to no
We ain't
fucking
saying
fight.
that fight because Terrence Crawford is scared to fight that boy. He risking his life getting in the ring with that damn killer. I'm telling you.
I do think that Spence his skill level is just overwhelming. And that's why I said earlier that I think Spence is on the level skill wise of a Mayweather.
I'm not taking nothing away from Terrence because Terrence is his own man.
Terrence is just a problem. Terrence is my guy.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why Terrence got that switch. All right, and he got the craziest story of all, man. Like his mom used to get people to come fight him. Like he came up fighting.
How about that?
His mom used to get people to come rumble him. Can you imagine your mom get?
Mom got to your top.
That's crazy, man.
He tough as
This
nails,
this is what he do. This that's his thing. He rumble. He ain't champion for nothing, man.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Now, what I give all respect to Spence is this. Like he said earlier, Holyfield said he's gonna do something,
Right.
and he did it.
And that's Spence right now.
Right? Spence said that he gonna go get all 3 belts on this side of the street, and then he'll come to this side of the street to take the last belt, which Terrence Crawford had. Terrence Crawford didn't cross the street and venture to go get those belts like Spence did. Spence went and got all the belts, so now Spence got 3 belts, and Terrence Crawford has 1. But Terrence Crawford wants to be paid 50-50 like Spence. But you only got 1 belt. So should he be paid 50-50?
No, but 60-40 is fair because
60-40 fair, and
because
you better take this
because-
30-70. I got 3 belts.
no, because
You know why? That's the main reason why the fight is not booked. 'Cause that
60-40
fight
would be
should have been
65-35.
that fight should have been booked. But
You know
that's
why
what
I say
they can't
60-40
come
back?
together on the split.
I say 60-40 because at the end of the day, Bud Crawford is going to be Spence's biggest payday as well. Because ain't nobody else out there that could potentially beat him than Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Like Spence done already shown that he is the top of the class.
Yeah, so
Right.
Bud Crawford need him for that real big
No, they
Now,
need each
I'm gonna
other.
tell you like this,
They need
Pat.
each other.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Pat.
Go ahead.
You get a trilogy out of these two.
Yeah. 60-40. In the
You get
last
You
joint was
gonna-
50-50.
You're
The
gonna
third-
get it.
the
You're
trilogy is
gonna get a
50-50.
trilogy out of these two. One's gonna win one. One's gonna win the second one, and that third one is when the payday is gonna happen.
It's gonna be 3 major paydays. The third one, he's just gonna be getting paid like fucking 10-year MLB contracts.
Oh shit.
You're gonna get a trilogy out of this one. If they could ever come to terms for the actual fight, that's gonna be one of the highest grossing. That's gonna be Hagler Hearns of this season of this year, bro.
And really, the only other names that's ringing bells like that is what, the Charlos, but the Charlos ain't even matching neither one of these guys.
Terrence Crawford talking about he want to fight one of the Charlo brothers first.
And I think he will wreck the Charlo brothers.
And
I like the Charlo brothers, but the Charlo brothers to me aren't as tactical as neither one of them, Spence or Crawford. And Crawford switch it up on you, and he's unorthodox. And the fact that he ain't running none of that shit, I like Bud over everybody but Spence.
I don't know, man.
Charlos, man, they show weaknesses against them. The last 2 fights with each one of them boys, when they went up against them Spanish boys whooped their ass. I'm sorry. I watched each of them fight, and they fought like a week apart, and they both fought against some Spanish boys, and both of them Spanish boys beat the shit out of both of them boys. Like one of them, I felt like he got gypped. The other Charlo brother did some more at the end, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't look that good to me. And both of these boys, all they did was bring it to him.
You talking about 2 fights ago, man?
It was still 2 fights ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I never
2
saw
fights ago.
I
man.
never saw Bud look bad in a fight. Even him being a late starter, I never saw him look. I never watched the fight where.
I seen
Right.
Bud. I
I
seen
seen
Bud.
Bud
Yeah,
look
we
But
can-
then he start whooping their ass.
I
By the
seen
sixth
Bud-
round,
I
Buck
seen Bud look
Buck
bad.
You
Crawford.
talk, like I said, he talking about one fight. Everybody, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen
And just
Bud
because
look
you
bad.
looked at it one way, the judge don't see
He
it
won
that
that
way.
fight though, didn't he? Yup.
Did Bud win the
Yeah,
fight?
yeah, because he ain't losing. So he starts slow. Bud is a slow starter, but that's something that's part of his. With these two Charlo, in these fights I'm talking about, these boys dominated them the whole fight. And
No.
they won.
They did
won
not get
because
dominated.
They was Charlo.
They did not get dominated.
They
They did not get dominated.
Can we pull them up?
They did not get dominated.
Can we pull up these two?
They did not
I'm
get
telling you,
dominated.
especially the first one, the one that fought the one that fought the week before. He got his ass whooped.
They did not get
I'm trying
dominated.
to tell you, man. What I saw boxing, fucking cheating, 101, whispering going on amongst the fucking scorecard judges and shit because them boys whooped their ass. You know what I mean?
Okay. They still holding it down.
They still
Them
winning.
boys- them boys
They
in the
twins. They brothers. They got it. They like you said. It's just like you said with the football shit. Like they gotta let these boys win because they will bring some money in. It's a good story, but they fight the right ball.
No. On that football shit, that shit is
They
more,
cheat.
that shit is more set up. They got Aaron Rodgers winning. They got fucking. You just wait and see. You better bet
Aaron
on Green
Rodgers,
Bay
Tom
and
Brady, yeah.
I'm telling you, if they win, don't say I told you so. All right.
We're gonna come back and be like, man, you remember that shit? that
I'm
you
telling
talking
you,
about,
man.
Well, I mean, I kind of don't need Green Bay winning, so
Green Bay gonna win though.
What is what
Put my money on
yeah
it.
they
what
playing
Put my
Detroit.
money
yeah
on it.
what is
They're playing
Detroit
Detroit.
bringing to the table?
No, Detroit is
They playing
actually a
hard.
problem.
They playing hard, but it's not gonna go their way. Watch.
You know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
If you followed the whole season, I'm just going by the betting trends, right? Since I watched Hard Knocks in the beginning of the season and got actually hip to what Detroit was bringing to the table, I was one of the people that have been watching Detroit the whole fucking season, right? And what I will say is this: Detroit should beat Green Bay. Detroit should beat Green Bay. They got a better offense. I mean, that boy Amon-Ra St. Brown is a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? They got two running backs that's a problem. The boy Swift from Philly, you know what I'm saying? And the boy Jamal Williams, the Powerball, a problem. The defense, they got the number one pick defensive boy Aiden Hutchinson, a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got more key pieces that I can point out to and be like advantage Lions than Green Bay got. Green Bay just got Aaron Rodgers and he works the magic. You know what I mean?
Green Bay got solid cornerbacks.
Green Bay got a decent defense.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily elite, but it's decent.
It's decent.
But
They got-
Detroit got that too. And Detroit got some key pieces that can apply pressure on their own. Like that boy Aiden Hutchinson is he got to lead all rookies with hurries and all that type shit. He's a
I
problem.
don't know the ball for Green Bay. The drag ball. That ball, animal.
Yeah, they you talking about the defensive tackle ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Green
Boy,
Bay got
animal,
some pieces,
man.
but I just think Detroit they right there. You know what I mean? Like Detroit could or should beat them. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers is in his bag, and you know he giving you something a little different now. So I go with the
Set
trends.
I'm telling you, it's set up. Bet on them.
I knew the trend was Aaron Rodgers.
Guarantee you that they want to see the best quarterbacks. They want to. He's there. So we back at it. Yeah, gang.
Yes,
So
sir.
what you smoking on this week, bro?
I'm smoking on this Baccio.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Italian because it's Baccio sounds Italian. I think they make it right next to Gucci. But it's nice though. It's pretty decent. You know what I mean? Got a nice little head and all that to it. Do what I need to do. You know what I mean?
I got some cherry runts.
Cherry runts.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
Something about them runts, man. Runts, it seem like, I haven't had a bad runts yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've had some runts that didn't meet up to the expectations, but I just think that was based on the growing and all that. But
Look like those runts is making your eyes run.
that's what it is.
It's a combination. Bro.
Right? But yeah.
Alright, so wait a minute, you got what is it again?
Baccio.
Baccio.
B-A-C-C-I-O.
Baccio going up against Cherry Runts. All right, sounds like it's gonna be fun, y'all. Who we starting out with?
You start with Pat.
All right, we're gonna start with the one and only 6-pack of Miller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Miller and his Cherry Runts.
Mhm.
All right, what they looking like this week, man?
These trimmers, they're so small, man.
And it's actually 1C. I'm just looking it up.
Very small bud. Some of these joints is tiny.
Even that's that Zod. Runs is
This is a nice size joint right here. So we get a little close up on it right here. It's a nice little bud. It's nice, little tiny.
You know what? Can you do me a favor?
Stuff there.
Can you pick up the white paper towel right there underneath the ashtray?
Yeah.
Alright, hold that up and then put the butt in front of that.
Like that, so.
It'll focus better. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. Yeah.
a little more clear.
I'm telling you, it's doing its job. Twisted.
Alright. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, looks.
Oh, look, son, I got a little nugget out. I'll give it
Oh yeah. Got the little purples and all that in there.
just little crystals and green.
Yeah, yeah.
But looks, I'll give it an 8.5 for looks. It look good. Sufficient. Try to be fair. It look good though.
So, now, we want to talk about the taste.
Let's see. We should have did this earlier.
We got caught up in story time, but it's alright. It was great.
Chat.
Story time was wonderful
Talking.
this week. I love story time this week.
Hollering at the people.
Taste. That's really bad right there. I give it an eagle taste.
Alright. Potency.
I'd say about the same. 8.
Alright. For a total score of 24.5. Alright. Mr. Supreme. Or Mr. Gang, you were, let me say.
It's all me. We all here. What's good, brother?
Alright. Cherry Runts. Looks. What do you give it?
Give it an 8.
Alright. Taste. You tasting it right now. So
Give it an 8.5.
alright. And potency.
I give it an 8.5.
For an overall score out of 60 is 49.5. Which is not a bad score. We've had higher, but it's not a bad score. Actually, not a bad score.
It's on some real shit because of some of the stuff he done bought in. He done kind of fucked up the rating process now because we now know what fucking 10s is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta be fair to what a 10 is based on how we rate. You know what I'm saying? So
Alright.
Like, this actually tastes pretty good. Now that the L's broken in, this actually tastes pretty good.
you got that little part, that little twang at the end. When, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you can still taste it. It's definitely a nice joint.
Yeah.
Alright. So now, here we go. We're gonna go to good old Mr. Gango over here. And Mr. Gangwar. We're Baccio.
Yeah, Basio actually.
Baccio.
BACIO.
B-A-C-I-O.
Yeah, I just did my little. You texted back with them. Somebody letting them know that we on the pod. That's the group chat. So I did my little research on it, and it's, you'd be surprised. Watch this. It says Basio is a cross of Sunset Sherbet and Thin Mint. GSC. Now we know Thin Mint is the shit, 'cause that's what was mixed with the joint that wanted it was what was the joint that had the highest rating? What was that? It was something mints.
Don't see me.
It ain't got that.
I'm telling you, Dosey, the mints is
Dosey
it's
Mints.
probably the
I
Thin Mint
remember
part.
the Dosey Mints.
You know, Dosey got a different joint. Dosey and Vince.
I know. I'm saying that Dosey mints is probably thin. The Thin Mint is probably the mint in the Dosey mint. Anyway,
That shit ain't that strong. Come on with that cup. Yo, go
it
ahead,
says
man.
Basio.
Add no.
Listen,
It's like a preacher.
says Basio gelato comes through with the thick, creamy, and rich smoke that offers a sweet overtone. So it's a gelato strain.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And it says it's
So
it's an indica. It's an indica dominant strain with them two strains I just told you. Yeah.
That's good money right there.
So this what it look like.
That's good money right there. It's pretty.
You know what I mean? Nice little
Can
husky
you
bud.
get the white pepper and put it behind it?
Can you see? Can you see what I see? Cause I got a hold of myself. Yes, I got a hold of myself.
Yeah, alright.
There we go. Nice little bud. It's thick. Smells good. It's fruity. All right. So what's the questions?
Alright. Looks.
Looks. I give it an 8.
Taste.
I give it an 8.
Potency.
I give it an 8. Yeah, it's an 8er. 8 is enough.
Alright. For a total score of 24. Mr. Pat.
Look.
Basio.
Catch it. I know you already smoked it, but
have said, I would have said, I would have said about 8. Pretty green, little orange.
It's like a little weed afro.
Yeah.
Taste.
Try it right now.
Okay.
It's Italian. Spazio all'italiano.
See.
Amore.
I give it. I give it 8. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And last but
I like the cherry rest with taste. It tastes better. Cherry was kind of a better taste.
last but not least,
Potency. I give it. Yeah, I give it about an 8. It's alright.
For a final score of 48. Wow. It's not bad there, Sam. We lost, but they didn't lose by much.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like
It's pretty much even, yo.
Yeah,
Like, I just think the cherry runch tastes a little bit better, but this ain't real. Like when you, like he said, like when you know you got a 10, when you that shit is that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you when you dead there going to sleep,
Yeah.
you already know what it is.
Those cements.
Yo.
my goal is to bring some more 10s to the table.
Never forget about those.
But not just 10s, but 30s. I want to have the first 30. I think with the Dosey
Those
Vince,
cements came close.
that was like a
That was
29.
like a
or
29,
28.
yeah.
But then we done had some good ones though.
Yeah.
I think I had the peanut butter runts or the gumbo runts, some shit
Yeah,
like that.
Gelato runs, I think. I think it was gumbo runs. It was
Gumbo
gumbo
runs.
runs.
Gumbo ones was
Yeah,
crazy.
That shit was crazy.
It's been a few of them, yo.
Yeah, my son had some crazy pink runs. Some pink runs that was like super frosted. You know what I mean? But there's still a couple strands out there that I want to taste. So anybody, if you know where I can get the real Fruity Pebbles, the ones that actually look like Fruity
Yo,
Pebbles,
you just gotta go to LA, man.
I need that. I need
Go
that
all
in
the way,
my
I'm trying
life,
to go to Cookies.
and I need this joint called the Black.
I'm trying to go over there.
It's a strain called the Black that I read about in the High Times a minute ago, and I've been wanting to see this fucking strain. And what's that joint that we had out in the parking lot? Hindu, or was it? It was Hindu or Afghan. Which one was it? What was the better one?
We had Afghan.
No, the one that we coughed every time we puffed it.
I swear that's the way it was just rolled. I think that's
No, that was some good
my
ass
roll
treat.
game. My roll game was just
No.
incredible like that. You know what I mean?
No, because I had some again after, and it was some gas.
But it wasn't like you wasn't coughing like the way we coughed that morning. It
No,
was-
but it was some gas. I coughed a lot.
I ain't taking nothing away from the gas, but that morning we coughed.
We coughed every puff.
Every
like
puff.
it said, we was torturing ourselves to smoke the L, and it was
That's-
only about this big. We was sharing the L that was like this
That's
big.
why I said it was the way it was rolled. You know what I mean? It had to be. It had to be.
Yo, we had just got finished doing some type of. We was getting ready to go out and start working.
No. You was coming in and I was going out.
Okay, we met because we was right
'Cause you was
outside the
coming
parking
in
lot.
late.
We was at the
You
entrance.
was coming in a little late or something happened with your car or something. And you was coming in.
And you walked up and was like, "Yo, here, catch
And
this,"
I was
with a
pulling
big
out.
ass smile
I
on your
got the car. I was
face.
like, yo, here, catch this right here. Just to get your day right.
Yeah, I mean, I caught that shit, coughing. I
We
was
still
coughing so much it went out.
We smoked right
Sparked
there
it
at
back
the
up again. Caught it, coughed. Passed that shit back to him, he coughed. We passed that shit back to each other about 3-4 times. It was this big because we didn't want to we couldn't smoke it no more because we kept coughing.
Yeah. That shit was
Which
crazy,
one
yo.
was it? Was it Hindu or
It was
Afghan?
Afghan, bro.
Afghan Kush.
It was
Need that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had some,
We
man,
had some shit.
dude, man, like one of the best tasting strands I ever had was Agent Orange. Jim was crazy, man.
That NY Sour Diesel for me.
NY Sour D was really good too, but I ain't had sour. I mean, that was that shit. Cause my man came when I knew I had NY Sour Diesel because it came in that little glass jar. When it come in that little glass jar, you ain't had
That
no
was the
real
closest thing to the filter that affected that Afghan was that
It
NY
wasn't
Sour.
that New York
That shit had you
Sour.
coughing too. The
Man.
NY Sour.
man. But I done been to some classic tree spots in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I've been to some classic tree spots.
So today on the parting, John, let's shout out our tree spots. Let's go back throughout our time smoking. You know what I mean? And let's shout out our locations that had that shit that we remember from now till infinity. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
kind of Stoker
man.
Street.
56
Yeah, I
and
mean-
Master. What? Fucking. Alright, Connie's, Conestoga. You had the chocolate spot.
Yup,
on
Starlight.
Starlight. You know what I'm saying?
We had was that Fifth and
Glenny.
Fifth and Ontario,
Fifth and Glenny, nigga.
Fifth and Glenwood.
Yeah, Fifth and Glenny.
It was what, second in Ontario. or
Second
something
in
like that.
Ontario.
Yeah, I mean. That
Glenwood
was the
that.
Ricans that had that shit. They
Yeah.
was out there talking about we out.
Que
They
pasa to my
come
primas
out
and
with a big ass
primazos.
fucking trash bag filled with nicks and them shits be gone in like fucking 5 minutes.
De Jesús
It
de
be like
Peso
1,000 of them
Blanco.
Joes. Them shits be it be people out there parked waiting for them to come out with their bag. That shit moves so quick. You go out there with them for 10 minutes, he ain't gonna be there no more. He gonna be
Yeah.
ringing up.
Yeah,
That shit was on clockwork, dog.
seriously.
Gas. Big ass
Yes.
fucking pillows.
Yo, one time, right, I shot down there real quick, and I was gonna take care of something for my folks, but I ain't had no tree. And I was like, man, I gotta shoot down here real quick. So I said, yo, I'll be right back. So I shot down there, and I parked up, and I'm in line. I swear to goodness, yo, it used to be so crazy down there that it'd be a ball standing with the big ass plastic bag like you get from the supermarket. Got the thank you joint going. That joint filled to the top, holding that joint, and another ball like, how many you want? Like, yo, give me 7. He be like, so look, while I'm doing that, right, while I'm about to grab some balls, some white ball pull around the corner in a pickup truck and smack the back of my car. And he just pulled over to the side like it was cool. Oh, I get right out of line. Yo, so when I run over to him, some Puerto Rican boy run over there with me. So he run over there with me. So I'm like, yo, you just smacked my whip. He all high and shit. Well, I didn't hear anything. He all high and everything. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, you bugging. So I gave him a quick jab. Bam. Next thing you know, the Latino boy like, yeah, give all that shit up. I'm thinking he gonna swing on him. He pulled a Joan out. I backed the fuck up. Like, damn. He like, oh, but the white boy like, oh, here, take everything. He woke the fuck up there. Here, take everything. Here. Poppy's like, here, man. Take this couple hundred. Back, no doubt. Said the weed got a couple hundred. I'll get that shit fixed in the back. Let's roll. Roll right the fuck on out.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
that's primo right there.
Yeah. So shout out to my primas and primazo. All I got to say is de Jesus Christos no Blanco.
Buenos dias and
You know? You know what I'm saying to her?
No.
There's noches there, buenos noches.
I said,
Yeah.
Que pasa is what's up.
I know that.
Yeah. Primas is
I know his cousins.
Cousins,
de
yeah.
Jesus is Jesus. Cristo is Christ. Blanco, he not white. Because they and you go to anybody's house, they got that joint posted up, boy.
Yeah, especially Hispanic.
Because
Hell
white
yeah.
Jesus looked like he could be for them too, so they like, we rocking with it. Fuck it. Nigga got them more than got us.
Nah, but remember, Christopher Columbus put it on them. That's why they speak Spanish.
Right? It's Mayo.
And it's some Ferdinand something. Can remember his
Ferdinand
name.
Magellan.
No.
Vespucci. Not Vespucci. Not Vespucci.
Cortez. Damn. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? That boy there, you know what I'm saying? He came with the rape and the pillage. You know what I'm saying?
They the ones that changed up the Saturnalia and said, "Hey, let's call it Christmas." Guess what? I think Jesus was born today.
No, what's
All right, let's go ahead and rock with it.
that was what's the name?
One of them pagans.
All right, y'all.
That was the work of a pagan.
Let's wrap this up here, man. Throw out your handles.
Hey man, IG man, Pack Money 215 man, get at me man.
And Gang War 215. You know what I mean? And Blunts in the Basement. Blunts NDA Basement. You know how to spell it. Yo, I appreciate y'all coming out and smoking with us, man. Listening to us, vibing with us. We'll be back next week. New format. When you see it next week, it's gonna be Friday. You know what I'm saying? And then back following Saturday. Set them reminders or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah man, like and subscribe.
Like
yo.
and subscribe. Like
Please,
and subscribe.
like and
Comment on the
subscribe.
bottom.
Share. Let's get part. Let's
You
get
know.
this thing part of it. Let's get this thing kickstarted.
Yeah. We want to know what kind of weed y'all like. We want to know some feedback. We want to know if
Yeah.
you got a chance to smoke what we smoking. Tell us what you think about it.
Yeah,
You know,
what strands we should go? What strands you think we should try? You think is that gas?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we
Because
want
I can reach out and get my hands on things.
all the smoke. Real talk.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, same time, same channel.
Yeah,
Holla at your
man. Y'all
boys.
be safe to that, man. Peace.
Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Ooh, light it up. Yeah. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up.
Thank you for listening to FA National Underground radio station WTNU Philadelphia.